Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DoubleO on the Low show. Today, I will be your presenter, joined by D-CNTR. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Welcome, of course.
Hello.
How are we feeling today?
Good. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
Now, I have a problem on this show, guys, where I always
Tell
forget.
us all about it.
I always forget to ask the bands to introduce themselves before the show, so we always have to do it right at the end. But
Right.
I remembered today, so could you please introduce yourself, your band, and what you all play?
I'm Lewis. I play guitar and lots of other stuff.
I'm Alex, I'm the vocalist for the band D-CNTR. I do clean vocals and scream vocals as well.
I am Peter. I play guitar.
I'm Cammy and I play drums in D-CNTR.
Well, guys, good to have you on the show. So I think we should start at the beginning, because that's a really good place to start. So the start of D-CNTR, how did you guys form?
I was gonna say, I don't know if you remember, so Peter had quite a few of the songs written out already, like he had recorded and stuff. It was unmixed, but I remember it was during the pandemic. I think it was just as it started.
So it was.
Yeah, we just sat in my living room. We were playing Call of Duty, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just slapped the songs on, and I was like, wait, what band is this? And then he was like, oh, this is the stuff I wrote. And I was like, right, we're starting a band. Like,
yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to do vocals for the band. And
And you gave
yeah,
him no
you
choice
were-
in the matter.
he wasn't really convinced at first. But then, like,
Still isn't.
yeah, I started giving ideas.
I do remember that. It was February of 2020, right before everything started going to shit. And then 2 years later, things came together. We are grateful to the Bands at Strathnight Society. There we go.
Band Society, ladies and gentlemen.
He may not be the person organizing really cool events that then he dips in the middle of.
Called out.
That's true.
But no, honestly, your events are cool, and it's always nice being around. We're grateful to Bands at Strathnight Society because we were all, and some of us still are, part of it.
Yeah.
This is where I met Cammy in 2020 as well.
2019.
2019,
Yeah.
yes. And Lewis, I met you in 2022.
Yeah, that's right.
2021 even.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was 2021 actually. I'd forgotten that.
Yeah. Because then in spring of 2022, we done a little our first gig as D-CNTR, spelt out fully, by the way, not the way that it is written now. For the spring sessions of 2022.
So, Peter, you had wrote Recollections. What else did you wrote?
All this music in the first D-CNTR album, bar Retrospect, was written between the years of 2018 and 2020. When the D-CNTR album released in January of 2024, it had already had like songs on it that were 6 or 4 years old. Only song that was written was Retrospect. Which you started playing a really funny beat on the drums, which I really liked.
Yeah.
I think it was like a weird, basically it's what you hear at the start of Retrospect.
Mm-hmm.
If you put the song on, you will see that little swelling intro. This is basically what Cammy started playing, and I thought, ooh, okay, we could do something with that. Then Alex comes to mind and tells me, yo, check out this sick tapping riff I wrote. And then he started playing. I realized it's in the same time signature as the drums. I'm like, that's it.
Damn.
Started putting things together, then this is where Retrospect came to be.
Why did you guys kind of decide to release Recollections, Despair in Retrospect before your album? Was there any reason for that, or just?
I think the thought process behind releasing them in that order was Recollections was the relatively easier listening one from the catalog that we had at the time.
Yeah.
So we figured it's probably best to put that one out first.
And one of the most popular when we played it live.
Turns out people really like the song, which we're very happy. Sometimes we've even clocked some people singing the lyrics back, which is
That's so
unreal.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then we said Despair because Lewis had a solo in it, so we're like, yeah cool. We're gonna get that out of the way real quick for everybody. No, I'm joking.
But the other thing with Despair was that it was a good chance to, like with that song, it was a good song to film extra stuff for, like playthroughs and things like that.
It's also a lot more high energy than Recollection, so it kind of gives more contrast in that regard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So this is actual Dissenter.
Kind of shows your audience the whole dynamic of you
Yeah,
guys, like,
yeah.
the range that you guys can go to.
Exactly.
This, when I was listening to your whole album, and I feel like you have really good transitions song to song. Did you think about that at all?
Thank you.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
was a good choice of lineup.
thank you very much for noticing. I love progressive trance, the
Mhm.
genre. What I love listening to when it comes to this genre is a bunch of DJ mixes, and that they cut each song and piece them together in a nice linear kind of one big song, really. Because I was really into that type of music, and because everything was tying itself together, I felt that it would make sense to do this with what I was writing at the time. And I also thought, well, if one song leads into another, then that's also going to give more incentive to the listener to think, oh, I should listen to the next one now, because it
Yeah.
leads me into it. But yeah, thank you for noticing.
I feel like that can also add a good sense of cohesion through the album. It's one big piece, you know.
Absolutely, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like such music, such albums that are like cohesive is a kind of a lost art nowadays.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably agree.
So I heard you guys have a single coming.
How the hell do you know that?
Whoa! I'm on my ways. I'm on my ways. Yes. What can you tell me about it?
Well, it may or may not be out today.
What? Yo!
Live DoubleO reaction. But yes, our new single, Monochrome, has come out today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll have all the links down in the description if you want to check that out after this interview, of course.
I suppose that you're very familiar when a band says, this is our best stuff yet.
Yeah, I am.
Well, this is
This-
our best stuff yet.
Best stuff, yeah.
We have friends who will tell us how it is. It will genuinely say, I like this, this could be sounding different, or I would do something different there and such. But exactly because we are doing this for fun, we happily hear their opinions as well. But this is one very important thing that I wanted to mention. The reason why we were so happy with how the songs were sounding mixed and mastered was because of a person named Martin Dimhoff, our producer.
Shout out to Martin.
Shout out Martin.
Big G.
Martin
Big
is
up
the man. Martin is the man. And in the same way that Alex hasn't punched me in the face, I am very grateful for the fact that Martin hasn't booked a flight to come and punch me in the face as well. Because every time that I've given him a song, I always send him a TXT about this big
Oh yeah.
for things to do when he gets the stems that we send him.
He always gets it spot on though, like every time we get something back from him, I go, I didn't think it could sound this fucking cool,
Yeah.
but it always does.
Exactly.
And then the next draft is even cooler than that draft, and it's just, he's really good at what he does.
It must be so exciting waiting for it to come back and getting the finished version, you know. That's,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the Martin Dimhoff effect. You will remember it one day.
You don't want to get some bottles of water.
Yes, please.
Don't pass it. Just pass it along.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
There you go,
very
boys.
much.
I got one as well, so we're all drinking together, you know.
Indeed.
It's a Sunday, so we, you know.
It's a
Water
school
party.
night. It's a school night.
Recovery.
Love a water party.
For all my interviews, I'm like, so, why did you choose bottled water, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. What's the story
Underrated.
behind it?
Well,
Cool.
I don't think that's in camera. I don't know. Bottle flipping.
Yeah,
Is that?
well,
Do you guys still engage in that activity?
regularly.
like drinking water.
No, bottle
Bottle
flipping. Bottle flipping.
Oh, bottle flipping.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, we dabble.
Do you guys have any pre-gig rituals at all?
Drink a
Water.
lot of water. And flip a lot of bottles.
Water's definitely essential for me.
Of
for
course, yeah.
vocals. I don't really do teas or anything else. I think water is just like the kind of go-to for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Lewis, do you have any pre-show rituals at all?
Nothing in particular. I do like to warm up my fingers a lot so that I can like, for me to play at my maximum ability, I need to warm up for about an hour, like every day.
Jeez.
So
Yeah.
I'll do that at some point in the day just to make sure I'm there and ready.
What does that warm up kind of look like?
It's just a bunch of scales basically, just running up and down them, arpeggios, just, it's all left hand stuff. The right hand usually is pretty much ready to go all the time.
Tells you how much better a guitarist Lewis is than me, considering that when he says I need to warm up for at least an hour, I literally warm up. I consider sound checking a warm up.
Well, kind of talking about gig moments and whatnot. What's been your favorite highlights of being in the band? Whether that be recording or like, do you have a favorite performance you've done?
Well, you guys can take this question.
I've got a good answer for this one. Playing a full set, worrying about the bass drum moving, but being saved by a big crate of Coca-Cola.
Yes.
That was the moment that I was like, okay, I feel this is just a piss take. But not in like a bad way, in like a, okay, yeah, this is a sort of, we're just doing this for fun kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
We'd like to thank Coca-Cola for this gig.
not sponsored, but hey, listen, if you wanna,
we're open to it.
if you wanna put a down payment for our mortgages, then please.
I saw you at Nice and Sleazy's last year with Slack at it, so.
Yeah. In January, we enjoyed
That was a
that.
good gig. Everyone was jumping, you know? Super fun.
Yeah, so it was.
It was difficult to believe that this moment had gone so soon. I personally, at the very least, never thought that we would fill out a room with people jumping to our stupid riffs. It was genuinely very, very gratifying seeing that, and the amount of love and support that our friends and family had shown us that day really, really made it worth it. We're grateful to the people that listen to us and come to see us.
It was a really great gig. I should be thanking you for.
No,
You know.
Yeah, actually, you should.
You know what?
You're welcome.
Yeah, go on.
But Lewis, any favorite gig moments for yourself?
For me, it would probably be, I think this was one in, I think, January 2023. I managed to convince them to let me do basically a 2-minute just guitar solo, just all by myself.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, so it's a cover of Jason Becker solo, and so I just did that completely a cappella, and yeah, I played it pretty well. I don't think many people actually appreciate it, but I did, so. Yeah.
And did you use any of your special picks in it?
No, so the picks are a more recent thing.
Oh yeah.
The picks are from the last couple of months actually.
Lewis, do you want to show for
Yeah, sure.
DoubleO's audience,
Go
please?
Alright, hang on.
Oh shit, he needs to get hydrated for that.
I mean, they are
It's
heavy.
the weight, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Alright.
Bro gained 50
Alright,
kg
yeah.
from the picks alone.
Alright,
Yes,
well, watch me
carry.
taking them out of my pocket and everything because they're not pouching.
I'll do zoom. Wait.
So I brought a selection of them with me.
You can just hold them up there and I'm
Okay.
zooming.
So the two that I'm currently using are this one and this one. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'll give you a brief explanation of what it is. So I currently have a guitar teacher who's based in Glasgow. His name's Roy Marchbank. He's probably the fastest guitarist in the world. And basically he's like probably the most innovative player in the world as well. And he's designed his own picks. He did this about 40 odd years ago. And basically it's designed so that the pick slips up the string really, really easily. So there's an edge which is always parallel to the string. And it just cuts right through it. And then on my particular version, so I made this myself, but it's based on his design, and it comes to that point. And then I've also got another point on it, which is just a more basic pick point. Now, if you were to compare that to a regular pick, here's a normal pick. It looks
The guitar pick arbiters.
probably less than a millimeter. This one, pretty standard. thickness. The one I'm using right now is 9mm. So quite the difference. And this pick here was made by Roy Marchbank himself. This is kind of what I based my own ones on. So
And Lewis stole it.
he makes it. I don't charge for them. I just give them away for free. So
Because you
I'm
steal
not. Yeah, exactly.
That is true. That is true. A lot of
I'm
us
just a
have.
walking-
A lot of us have
Oh, that's true,
a Lewis G. Noble pick.
I'm just a walking advertisement for Roy's picks.
Every one of us has a Lewis G. Noble pick. And I personally, even though I might not like the picks themselves, I personally don't think that I'm at a level where I can use them proficiently or to get my grip right. Because the reason why I don't like them is because I am a self-taught guitar player who plays not the best, just adequately enough to be in a band like this. But when you're given a pick which says, you have to hold it in a specific way, I'm just like...
Yeah, I designed it so that you have to hold it one specific way, and I'm not giving you a choice.
Because that's the design, right?
Yeah.
You need to place your finger a specific way on the pick. And I am like, can I please go back to monkey and have my actual pick, please? So, but even so, it's nice the fact that we have somebody in our band that gives them a little piece of themselves to others as well.
Yeah. It's like a little mini piece of merchandise for the center, you know? It carries that with it.
I mean, absolutely. In some sense, I wouldn't want the center to take credit for Lewis's work.
Well,
we will,
I keep saying this.
Because
Money's
we're lazy.
money.
Yeah, it's all Roy's work. I'm not taking any credit for it. I just like I make them for myself, and I take any opportunity to make them for other people because it makes me better at making them for myself as well.
Alright, yeah.
So it's a matter of practice, and also I feel like it's so revolutionary, at least for me, that the more people I can introduce to it will make their playing better, and also bring credit to the person who actually created the picks in the first place.
Should we talk about the dissenter duvet?
Yeah, it's a way cover.
This needs a phone out to show the price.
We could probably just put like a picture or something.
Are you familiar with a website called Redbubble?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so a few years ago, I was experimenting with the idea of getting our merch on Redbubble.
Yeah.
Because we were thinking, it'd be funny if we could like sell shirts from there. It's like relatively easy for somebody to put their design on a shirt and then sell it. Turns out it's not just a shirt that you can put your stuff on. I don't know if you've worked with Redbubble at all or if you've like messed with it. Yeah.
I think I know where this is going.
You can
Actually,
get
yeah.
fucking everything.
You can and lo and behold, not far after I discovered that you can get everything, you got dissenter shirts, dissenter crop tops, dissenter skirts, clocks, dissenter tote bags,
Yeah.
dissenter phone cases, dissenter masks, face masks.
Those are quite comfy though.
Those are that's quite cool.
I'd imagine. I mean, did you ever?
No, it's a bit I'm doing for the.
Oh, right. Got you. Sorry, I read the bit. And eventually, if you look far enough, after you've went past the dissenter shower curtain, you will hit the dissenter duvet. The point that I wanted to make before Cammy shows a pick is that Redbubble allows you to change the markup of the product that you want to sell. So I found it personally really funny. What if I increased the markup of a dissenter duvet cover from 20% to 500%? Cammy, cue the pick, please.
Okay.
It's not gonna be able to see that.
No, wait, if you screenshot it to me and then send me it, I can put it up.
Okay, sweet.
What we were basically showing you there was a picture of a dissenter duvet cover being advertised for.
So it's 20% off. So you're getting
Okay,
a
you're
good
getting-
deal.
There is a discount as well.
So it's reduced from £4,694.65 to £3,755.72.
It's a banging deal if you ask me.
For dissenter duvet, just one duvet.
Now this is actually publicly available for anyone to buy if they were so inclined. So it's publicly available.
It
to
won't
buy.
be after this interview is up, by the way.
Yeah, because it'll be sold out. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to stay there.
I wouldn't anybody in their right mind to go out of their way to buy a Dissenter duvet cover unless they really want to help me buy a house.
Well, speaking of design, anyway, a big theme with your album, your self-titled album, is a lot of Polaroids used in the kind of design. What's the story behind that?
Alex?
So, me and my gang.
Damn!
And my gang. Me and my friends from uni. Well, one of our pals, Aiden, which was actually the person that helped us with making this image, he used to have a Polaroid camera he'd take with him everywhere. So all those Polaroid images are just pictures of our friends hanging out, and a lot of really good memories, just spending together and just having fun during uni, after uni. Yeah, to me it's kind of a reflection of that friendship that we've just stuck together for so long. I've been staying in Scotland now for 8 years now, and I've basically known them since first year, since I started uni. So to me it's just a reflection of sharing all the pain but also all the good memories with them as well, and just kind of bringing that into the music we write today as well.
And that really connects with the overall narrative of the album, being that there will be ups and downs in life, but the most important thing to keep in mind is that this will be a continual, constant thing. There will never stop being ups and downs. So you have to take them as you go and live through it.
Okay.
So I heard this thing, I don't know where I heard it from, called laminar flow. It's in my notes.
Okay.
Lewis, I heard you want to show off this technique.
Alright, okay. So the idea behind this technique is that you've got to, you have to have a mute behind you because
Two people at least.
And you also need another two
Yeah.
people.
you're
And you
yeah.
need an interviewer as
Yeah,
well.
we can get
That's
her.
a really key
I don't think
part.
we're gonna,
So the idea is that you're able to just play without ever using a pick. So and the idea is to also have maximum efficiency with your fingers. So you'll see that my fingers will probably if you were to look at this directly on,
Yeah.
you won't see much movement of my fingers actually leaving the strings compared to a lot of people where you'll see constantly do this. Yeah,
Me
so-
included.
Yeah, me too. When
Yeah.
I'm trying.
The action's quite high on this guitar, so it doesn't quite work. On my Instagram, there will be videos.
I
Of,
will grab it then.
yeah, not just basically anything you see me playing is implementing laminar flow
Alright.
from anything in the last couple of months.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap on the Dissenter interview. I hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah.
Of course.
We did.
And where can people find you?
Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, for all you Facebook mods out there. TikTok, big things coming, just saying. Am I missing any?
I don't think so. Predominant.
Yeah,
Well,
Instagram,
Instagram is our predominant means of communication to our audience. D_CNTR is how you will find us there.
Do we have any stuff on YouTube?
We do.
We
We
have
do
the songs,
have,
I think, don't we? And also a playthrough of the recollections.
yeah, a playthrough of Cammy's Despair. On the things coming in the horizon, future Dissenter plans, right? We have been working on some new music. We don't have a particular time of when we will be releasing them, so I'm sorry to all of you that would want to hear more stuff from us sooner. Truth is, we take things as they come for Dissenter. We like to enjoy the music that we play and the things that we do. We are doing this predominantly for fun, and well, at least me don't have any intentions of making a career out of this. I think I might speak from all of us here when I say that we are aware that the Dissenter star at some point is going to fade, but we are okay with that.
Yeah. We all have lives. It's just a case of this is something that we squeeze in when can, basically, and want to.
And when we feel like it as well.
Yeah.
And
It's never forced.
And exactly, we're very cognizant of that. And the whole point is to make sure that what we do. The question first is, are we having fun?
Well, that's really important when you're making art. When it comes to forcing, like creating stuff, for you and your audience, it's never as appealing or like good, you know.
Yeah.
Both of us. So that's really great. That
you have to be realistic.
Yeah.
You have to be realistic. As Cami said, we all have lives. We all have priorities in our lives, and Dissenter is what we want to do when we want to have fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And you, to an extent, with that, you have to sacrifice like some output. But like as you say, if you force it, it's not going to be as good or genuine or however you want to describe it. You know, and it's not going to be as fun for us, which is the entire reason that we do it in the first place. So.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, and
of course,
ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you in a couple of weeks for the next one. Bye. I don't know.
Bye.
Bye everyone.